How's it going, everybody? The Seer here, and I have a very important topic that I need to discuss with everybody today. The future of character release events is now starting to take a much wider impact than everybody kind of thought would happen with the way that they're releasing these new characters. So back on September 5th, they had it to where there was the Phase 1 path to new characters, and then the Phase 2 as far as like getting more stars on them or finishing with the unlock method. Now, granted, a lot of people have been sending me pictures to where they got that 100 pull, that jackpot that everybody's kind of craving on this. But the ones that aren't, if you end up spending your power cores and you kind of do a dedicated release where you use power cores for about half the release and then you pivot to the next character that comes out, on average, it's about 3 weeks, I believe, to finally get these characters unlocked. However, due to the way that they are having events come into the game, which we're going to end up jumping into a video that I recorded right here. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Okay, so with this video, we have that Thirst event that came into the game. And I wanted to see how realistic is it for free-to-play characters to really do this? Using characters that's just the Moon Knight and Agatha. Now, my team is pretty big. I took them all to level 100, G19, because I really enjoy this team, so I went hard on them. However, just by using Moon Knight and Agatha to where I have the 2 and 3 diamonds on these characters, you see that the first difficulty where you actually get to use your team, I'm walking through it pretty good. However, when we get to the harder difficulties, so let me fast forward this. So right here is going to be the second difficulty where you have to use your characters, which is that Thirsty. So again, these characters are level 100, G19. I got the T4s, the diamonds. I kind of went all in. I got the purple ISO. And the second difficulty was pretty easy as well. So let me fast forward it here. Now the issue comes when we get to the following difficulty. So now we're going to end up going into the parched portion of this. Again, just using Moon Knight and Agatha. I wasn't able to do this. I wasn't even able to get through the first wave because of these big guys where it's I call them Ebony Maw looking guys, the tall guys. So I end up using Agatha's ultimate. I dropped a few characters in that yellow and red. I got a few kills, but I couldn't get past those tall guys that do the huge heal and buff cleanse. So as you see here, they basically out-sustain me, and I end up using my ultimate. I don't have a way to get ability energy back. I use Moon Knight's ultimate here, and I'm just kind of at a stalemate. So I wanted to back out, try again, to see if maybe it's an RNG factor. Maybe there's a way I can kind of get through it. Spoiler alert, there isn't. You have to have at least Oath included with these characters, which, because of this release method, it's not really able to happen. You have to use your power cores to unlock her, and she's a 100 shard unlocked character. So unless you get lucky on the jackpot, you burn a lot of power cores, you're kind of screwed. That's honestly what it is. And it's a real feel bad moment when we have a new game mechanic event that's in the game to where I was so excited for it. You guys knew from my videos, I was so hyped for this event to come into the game because it's something new, something fresh. It's a holiday event, and different ways they can really use this, and they honestly dropped the ball. This basically locks out those free-to-play characters, the battle pass purchasers, to where they're not able to get to that difficulty 4, maybe even difficulty 5. For this one right here, the difficulty 4, I was doing really good. I made it all the way to the last wave, just managing my cooldowns and using that Oath ability energy. As you see here, I have 28 of 53 left. I'm going to keep going, and I made it all the way to the last wave where there's 10 characters left, and I backed out only because of having it to where I wanted to see if I can do this, maybe even the max difficulty, to see if there's a way to do that with the 3 characters. Oath is so impactful for this event, and it really is a feel bad moment to where the community was so excited for this and they're not able to really do this. I've had people in my Discord channel talk about how they are really bummed out, and just because of this event and the character unlocks, it really is having this trickle down effect. As far as myself, if we go in game, we have the new legendary Shadow King coming out. We have to use our Illuminati and Annihilator. So if we look at the Annihilators, I have the 2 Diamond Gladiator, I have Ultimates done, I have Gore done. I'm going to have Thanos Endgame done for that event. So I'm going to have the 7 stars. Now, I did purchase these characters up to the 4-star, then I used Power Cores afterwards because of that new release method. I wanted to make sure that this team was big for me. The other team that's required for this is the Illuminati team. Illuminati actually went into bumps, but I got them all done to that 7-star before they even reached the bumps. So when we had the Old Man Logan legendary event, I basically decided to hoard all of my orbs. So if I go down to where my power premium orbs, I have 165 of these. I did open a few here and there, but otherwise these are useless to me. The Mega Orbs, I have 24 of these. I was waiting for Annihilators or Illuminati to go into the bumps. I got them done. These orbs are absolutely useless to me now because of the way that they changed the new characters release method, and also by changing the way bumps works to where it's 3 months before they even reach the bumps. This is basically a dead currency for me now, to where I'm never going to open it. There's nothing in these orbs that I'm ever going to need because of purchasing the 1 character, purchasing the passes, and making it to where I'm never going to need to open these. That's honestly what it comes down to. Now, for the Thirst event and the Hunger event, I was able to use the 3 Undying members. I had to do several resets for this last difficulty. My team is, let me just show you, they are G18. I did not take any of the Undying members to G19. I got a 6/7 Iron Man zombie, a 6/6 Juggernaut zombie. I did take Hela up to the 3 Diamond. They have the blue ISO. So that one is doable. I had to do a lot of resets. I actually enjoyed that one. The Thirst is just such a feel-bad moment to where 1 character stops you from even completing these last 2 difficulties. And something needs to change to where the new release method needs to be altered. This was an experiment for them. I really want to see what data they have based on the Orcus team, the Annihilators team, because they were saying that more people were getting the unlocks, but that's all due to the jackpot and people using the power cores. So we need to see the overarching data, I guess is the word, on how this is going to end up affecting these players. Now, we do have that new Shadow King event coming out. I'm going to assume that's going to be next month sometime, because we have the Scarlet Witch coming out here probably, I think they said next week or later on this week for hers. If they end up doing the same thing they did with the Old Man Logan, to where he was the first character that came out, that's going to be early November. However, the Annihilators are not in the bumps yet, which means that those players are going to be locked out from really pushing those higher stars on those Annihilators, which that wouldn't surprise me if they do that, to where purchase these characters and get them ready for that. I just really wanted to discuss this because it was such an important topic that I basically noticed on how the phase 1 and the phase 2, it's really the phase 1, to where if it's 1 month to get those characters unlocked, they need to alter when these events come out or manage when the characters come out. That way the free-to-play isn't locked out of even trying that difficulty 4, difficulty 5. If they at least had the correct tools and they can RNG or really do the resets to push themselves to the limit skill-wise, I'd be fine with this. Making it to where you have to have Oath is so dirty. Honestly, that's what it is. But I wanted to let you guys know and give you a heads up that the fallout from this, now that it's been almost 2 months later, is really starting to take a toll on the full community. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Sorry that this one's a little bit of a downer, but this was a very important video I want to get out there for you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.